All right, I got Charlie with me. Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
All right. You could share a video if you want, or or not. Or just audio. You could also do the audio check on Twitch. Just to make sure that you can hear me, and then you can hear yourself, and then you can mute it right afterwards, so that you don't hear the echo. But I'm about to get started in a minute.
oh, so you're not live?
No, I am live right now, but I'm about to get started programming in a minute.
Oh, I can't see your screen yet.
Yeah, I'm still working on that part. Oh, you can't see my screen on Twitch?
No.
It should be started. Yeah, it looks like it started. All right. All right. Can you see it now? All right. So where were we? Last time we were. No. All right. Last time we were trying to get this. Last time I was working on the skyline. So this is the game. And I got this skyline over here.
Oh,
Can you see
you know
this?
what? I can't. I don't think Twitch lets you have a Google Hangouts and like I don't think I could watch Twitch while we're doing Google Hangouts.
Oh, okay. All right, I could share this then, or I could share my screen with you. Let me see if I could do that over here.
Yeah.
Share screen. That one right there. Okay.
Okay. What's up with those goggles that you're wearing?
Oh yeah, these are my goggles.
Coding goggles?
Yeah, coding goggles. I'll start like a new, coding goggle trend.
Is it like does it like do something with the what's on the screen?
No, absolutely not nothing.
I felt like those old timey like 3D movies where you wear the green and the blue goggles and it, does that.
Yeah, I was
Let's see. So what do we got here? This is collective rain that's falling up.
Yeah. So you're a raindrop. You're falling down. So it starts out at the beginning. I'm like in the middle of development of this of the last part of the game.
Wait, so you're like a droplet, right?
Yes, you are. So you're a little droplet. I could let's see, right quit. Oh no.
And I guess you could have any number of things. Less late stage capitalism.
What?
less late stage capitalism.
Yes, less. Oh yeah. So the to-do text, that was Kenji over there. All right. Yeah. So the first part is like draw. So the to-do is draw buildings and skyline.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you know what travels on droplets, don't you?
yes, I know. Yeah, that's a very very funny point that you're about to make.
Yeah. Just saying.
Hmm.
Um. But yeah, it travels on droplets.
Yep, that's funny. All right, yeah. So
That'd
draw
be an
buildings.
interesting idea for a game. Like you're a droplet and you're trying to travel to the next person.
Hmm. Yeah, draw buildings, skyline. Draw bottom of buildings. So that was the next thing I wanted to do. Make buildings look better. Yeah, less late stage capitalism. That was Kenji's thing. And then we have like these buildings and steel girders to dodge, and then animate the girders. So basically, so I have a function over here somewhere. Let's see. I have a function.
Well, there's a lot of code in this file.
Yeah. Everything is compressed down to a single file, so even if you have multiple files, it ends up being one file.
Right.
But since I want to code in Vim, I think this is the way that I would have to do it. But it's okay because I could just open up multiple tabs of the same file in Vim and like multiple, split screens for the same file. So I'm okay with that. But over here, I set the weight to 90. So I think if I just set this back to 0, or maybe 1, yeah, 1. I forget if it's 1 or 0. But if I load that and then run it, so you start out in the upper atmosphere as a particle, right? And then you're collecting other little droplets. And then you gain, water, and then now you gain like weight, and you start like falling downwards. And then you can see like the particles of water like just bouncing around because of Brownian motion. But now that you started falling, now they're actual little droplets, and you become a little droplet of water.
Right. So what's the goal in this game? Like ruin someone's day?
Yeah, it's to make it down to the bottom of
Kill
of
some
the
ants.
Screen and fall into a puddle and like water a tree or something. Like the eventual goal is to like water a tree, I think. But you might get so you can start the whole rain cycle over again. But you might might not get to the tree. You might fall into a building, and then you like explode, and then I have to draw like the buildings and the exploding thing and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, this is cool. It's like the clouds are going. You got a nice little parallax effect going on.
Yeah.
Presumably, one of these numbers means your current score.
No, not yet. All that's diagnostic stuff so far.
Oh.
So then,
But you do keep track of the score. So why is your character getting smaller?
Oh, that's because I'm accelerating downwards. So you can accelerate downwards after you reach a certain size, and after you reach a certain size, you gain the ability to accelerate downwards. After you gain that ability, when you accelerate downwards, anytime you press down, you let go of some of your droplets, and you exchange them for speed. You can see them like falling up.
Don't you want to? You don't want to be the largest droplet possible?
Not necessarily. Not when the steel girders come. There's going to be like a size limit where if you're larger than that size, you're not going to be able to fit through the spaces.
What's this white thing on the droplet?
The particle or like the eyes. That's like what direction you're going in. I'm not sure what to do with that yet. I'm not sure if I should put a smiley face on there or not, you know, something like that. Oh. We've got a first Twitch viewer. Say hi.
Hi, Twitch viewer.
So that's what I'm drawing right now is this skyline over here. And I'm trying to get the skyline to look nice.
It looks pretty good. I guess you just need like the bottom, maybe like a river or something.
I don't know. I've been using this as like the inspiration. So I'm gonna put that back to 90s just so we get to the skyline a little faster next time.
What are you using as the inspiration?
So I had these like pixel art skylines that I was using, and I like this one a little bit, and I like this one. I mean, I like them all, but you know, I was trying to go with some type of aesthetic like this. Nikki had the idea to put like lights off, like show some windows with the light where the lights are off.
Oh yeah, that's realistic.
Yeah, so that's that part of it because I just had them all on, or like I only had some of them on half the building. So, the viewer said, "Hi, Charlie."
Oh,
so
hi.
Looks like you got a fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Charlie's not sharing his video yet, so you know you can you just listen in.
Yeah, I think my bandwidth might it's been going in and out.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So I've been drawing this thing over here.
Oh, that looks interesting. Is that like a sprite or something?
Yeah. So these are the sprites. This is the sprite editor. It doesn't say it. Yeah. So the code editor. That's like how many tokens we've used, and then the character count, and then the compressed size. About how much of the game we're completed so far. That's like, you know, around that section.
What made you want to do write this in whatever this game thing is, and not like make this like a web-based game or something using JavaScript, HTML, and CSS? Or
so the fun thing about
Canvas or
the fun thing about
like
this is you can make it a JavaScript, HTML, CSS game because there's a converter that goes from so the creator of pico-8 made a converter that goes from built right into pico-8, a converter that goes from pico-8 to JavaScript. Like so, you can make any cart, like the thing I'm working on is a cart, and you can make any cart into a like HTML based game.
Right, but you still have like the limitation of you know, this old school pixel graphics.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's easier for me anyway. I've never been able to make a video game before. I came across this, and then when I made a video game, when I looked at it, there was one YouTube tutorial. I was like, "That's so easy. My kid could do that." So then Leah made a game in this, and that's the thing. It's easy because everything is built in. You've got the pixel editor, the map editor, the sound editor, and the music editor. And I have a whole bunch of music tracks in here, which you can't hear yet, but you know, you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything is built in, so it's like now I have the ability to actually complete a game.
Right.
I never had that before, I feel like. So there was a couple of things I was looking into first is a palette swap. I was going to swap out this color of the palette because when you look at this, you know, I feel like these colors are a little bit too bright.
Wait, which ones?
For like the night skyline, the purple on the bottom and then the blue background of the sky. So I was going to try to swap out those those parts of the palette with a palette swap. And I was looking at over here to try to do that. So I was going to try to figure out how to it says draw palette index, screen palette index. So it's going to try to swap out 2 with 130 by doing pal 2 130 when we try to draw the skyline. Draw skyline. Okay. So if I'm going to draw skyline, right before I start, yeah. Oh, there it is. Palette 2 with 130. And it wasn't working for me. So maybe I'm not doing this correctly. Reset the palette. Replace dark gray with red. Pico-8. Replace dark. Replace palette with hidden palette. Secret palette. Oh, there it is. The way you replace where color 2 is one of the new colors with indices starting at 128, so you have to call 1 after the words. That's what it looks like they're saying over there.
Wait, so you're trying to make the buildings different colors?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Alright, I'm probably going to try to take a screenshot. Yeah, I'll take a screenshot of this to compare them. Make sure they're actually changing. Clip. There we go. Take a screenshot of that. And then paste it over here. Sweet, okay. Got it now. Okay. And now let's try to load this and run it. Yeah, so the first number is like CPU percentage, and the next one I think is the current weight of the droplet. The next one is like the vertical.
So current weight's almost like a score.
Yeah, the negative height. Yeah, exactly. And then below that is another height variable. It's like how far I'm falling, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. I think that looks a lot better because it's a little bit darker.
Yeah. So I guess now you have to do something for I don't know, those purple, those large purple squares in like the
Oh yeah.
middle, and then also the bottom. I don't know what you're gonna
Oh,
do
there
with
it is.
those.
Okay, and then when I press escape, it comes back to normal. Okay, so then so that's the palette. Then I got to do something else over here. So that's palette swap palette 2 with 1. The problem, a separate issue, is I think this blue could be darker in the background, but I think I would be swapping that palette color across the board. Where is it? I was looking into this somewhere else. I probably lost it. I was looking into this somewhere else where it showed like what the there it is. Yeah, the palette swaps. Which palette swaps? I think this blue is a little bit darker than this blue. And then that's
Yeah,
what
it
I was
does.
inspecting. Color blue. And I'm just going to take this droplet and measure this one. So this one is that blue, and then this one is this blue. So it's like a little bit, a little bit darker. I was going to try to swap that out, and I think that's it's a different color. It's 129. It's darker blue. Yeah, dark blue, and then this is like 129 was going to be darker blue. So I was going to try to do that, but I think it swaps out the entire screen. Yeah, I think it replaces the entire thing across the board. So I'm not sure if I want to do that now. Because then, like, the blue inside of the droplets is going to turn darker blue. Like, the dark blue is going to just turn darker blue across the board. And there's going to be, like, less of a differentiation between the background, Well, I guess it's not going to change it.
Right.
And I would have preferred like if there was like 3 shades of blue, where it's like 1 shade of blue for like the outline circle, and then 1 shade of blue for like the inside of the droplet, and then 1 shade of blue for the sky, or like the horizon of the sky, because like you're going down, and I guess the sky looks a little bit different when you're falling more, or when you fall in more. So that's what I was going for, but I guess this building looks okay. I mean, it's not 100%.
It looks good enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the problem I have, like where the code is good enough, but like the visual design is like not good enough. In some cases, is what I'm thinking.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's it's good. It's
And then maybe I draw some other buildings over here in like this in this purple. This they call it lavender. Yeah, so then we just talk about like other random topics, and then I like sit here and draw stuff, and.
Yeah.
So what did you work on today?
What did I work on today? I did some CSS, well, not CSS, but some, I guess not, what do you call it? Like using predefined CSS classes to style the website. Also tried to clean up some technical debt caused by some, I guess, lack of foresight.
Yeah, it's always
which is always the cause of technical debt.
Yeah, or sometimes sometimes people take on technical debt on purpose.
Yeah, I guess it's like, okay, we know this is going to be we know this is going to be um,
Yeah, a problem in the future.
a problem in the future, but we're accruing this debt on purpose.
Yep. Yeah, it's always you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that they knew that this was going to be a problem.
You never know.
I mean, from like 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't hold that against somebody from a while ago. I mean, some things you can, but you try
Oh,
not to.
really? Wait, like what kinds of things? Because I feel like this is one of those things you probably could hold against someone, and I don't know. I feel like there is this sentiment about doing things the easier way over doing things the right way.
Hmm.
Um, One example that comes to mind is it's like I guess you could say like if you're using uh, MongoDB instead of SQL, and you know deep down that you really should be pretty much doing everything in SQL at least at first,
Hmm.
and then maybe then once you get to some kind of issue that you run into with SQL, then you could like make a decision to okay, we can't use SQL for this, you know.
Yeah. I
But
don't know. Uh, I think every technology has its place.
well,
You could like set
exactly.
out. You
But
could set out with the. You could set out with the. You could set out with that in mind.
yeah, I agree. But I think that every technology has the right place for itself. But at the same time, every technology does, have its uh it has its place, but it doesn't always have like it's not always in the right time to use something. And I think one of the telling factors in that is like when you don't know what you're going to need, you know, you should reach for the more general technology as opposed to the more specific technology. And one of the things I like to think about SQL is that it's a jack of all trades but a master of none. You could do a lot of things with SQL, um, but it doesn't necessarily master any specific domain. Like whatever domain there you could throw it, you can use it for, but it doesn't always work perfectly.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. It's very applicable, but it might not always be the right decision in all cases. You're saying.
right, exactly. But it's not. It's very rarely is it like the wrong decision, like from the get go,
I say.
right? So like if you're building a company, I would say unless you have like some forethought of like you know what kind of product you're building, you should use SQL,
Hmm.
right? Always your first choice should be like, let me use SQL, not like, oh, MongoDB sounds pretty cool. Maybe I could use that for my project.
Well, not to sound like I'm from you know 8 years ago, but how do you know it's web scale? Like if you didn't build it with Mongo, it might not be web scale.
Yeah, well, it depends. Are you trying to build some?
Are you trying to build something web scale?
Yeah, are you trying to build something web scale?
It depends. I feel like it really depends. Sometimes you are trying to build something web scale, and sometimes, you are not trying to build something web scale yet.
Right, but does being SQL make it not web scale? What is web scale?
What is? Web
I mean,
scale.
I know what the term web scale means, but I don't know that it's understood exactly what it is. Like, I don't know that, like, you know, are you anticipating to get to Facebook level of, you know, traffic? And even if you are, Facebook does, use SQL. Uh, Obviously, they use a very robust and diverse technology stack,
Hmm.
that makes up for SQL's many flaws. But I think if you're just trying to move fast and get stuff done, SQL's the way to go. And don't even get me started on like you know, these NoSQL ways you could use a SQL database. For example, I don't know if you're familiar. I know Postgres has a JSON type column that they let you use.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't used it before, but I could definitely see applications for it.
Yes, I agree. I one thing I like to do um, with the JSON type is like, say for instance, you're hitting like a an API or something. It's a very great uh, place to store a response, like the JSON response.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't like to use it for um, pretty much anything else. Anything where I could think of like, okay, that's a structure that has a structure to it. You know.
Yeah.
So what kind of building is this? Is this like a hotel, I guess, or a luxury apartment or something?
I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going with it or how it's going to look at all.
I wonder if we could give these people like a backstory.
The people that are living in this apartment building.
Yeah, because it's a pretty tall building. It's, I guess, 7 stories high at least.
Oh well, it's not as tall as the ones that are behind it.
So that's probably like it's probably more of a walk-up type building. I don't know if you ever.
Yep, I have heard of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's see how this looks after we run it. No, you got to take a look at. You have some idea of what you're building before you build it, right? You have some idea. So I read this article where somebody was building like this huge like Redis thing, and everything was done in Redis. And they was like, all right, why base your whole app around this one technology? And I was like, well, we were trying to do this, so Redis allowed us to do that from the get go. We knew we were going to have to use it, so that made sense to me.
Their entire app based around Redis.
I think so.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
All right, so not that good.
Ooh, that does look better.
You like that?
I would go with a darker color, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Like something like almost off. Like I would go to like.
Let me try erasing all of the lines over here and see how that looks.
How many colors can this thing give you?
All of these, but then you can swap out one of the colors for one of the darker colors. So if we wanted to swap out that one color for lavender over here, which I was using, we could swap it out for mauve. Mauve. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try swapping that out for mauve.
Okay, 141.
Too bad you can't do like 256 colors.
What did I say it was? 141? There's unsaved changes. I don't think I edited anything this time.
No.
Yeah, so I'm all for, you know, like doing it from the get-go. I had this one other project where it was like, okay, I probably want to do whatever it is that I'm doing. There's going to be tons of WebSockets, and you want like to maintain the, you know, connection of the WebSocket open the entire time, and then you want to address each WebSocket individually. And I found that Go routines in Go would be very well suited for that, so that's why I went with Go for that.
Yeah.
This other one I wanted to build it in a weekend, and I was like, after putting together an app with MongoDB and Node, I was like, it was really quick. I think I could do that in a weekend. And it paid off because I was able to build it, get it up, running. It was up in a weekend, and then I didn't have to, you know, maintain it afterwards. Alright, it looks like it just erased mauve.
Yeah,
lines.
I can't even notice it.
Oh, I see what happened. There was unsaved changes. And I just erased all of that hard work that I did.
No.
Yeah. There was unsaved changes. Alright, well why don't I draw one of these things? Just to see how it would look. And see if that's like the right color to go with, whether I want to continue with that color.
Wait, so how does this work exactly? You have like some file that is this Pico thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the drawback to using Vim, right?
What's that?
Is the drawback to using Vim is that I have to save it in like multiple locations at the same time. Normally, if I was just using the Pico editor, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But since the only editor that I'm able to use is Vim, because like I'll even try to like start typing Vim commands in Google Docs.
Oh.
I'm kind of locked into one editor.
You make it sound like you have a sickness.
Well, I can't. Like some other people who go use VS Code, I can't go use VS Code, and even the Vim mode is not like sufficient for me.
No, I know. I feel like Vim modes are terrible, unless you use Vim. Not that I use Vim, but I used to use Vim.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people. What did Tim Pope say? Some people don't have the privilege of not using Vim, and it's one we don't talk about often enough.
Sounds about right for him.
No, it was based off of something that the NPM guy said. It was a joke.
Did I ever tell you about the time I met Tim Pope?
Yeah, you did.
It was at a Vim meetup, which apparently that was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back when we used to have
Back
meetups.
when we used to have meetups. Back when we used to meet people face to face. Instead of these
Okay, I like that so far.
Zoom meetings.
I like that so far. Let me save this first so I don't lose it. Save. Okay. Let me exit out of this one. Quit out of here. And then alright, now let me switch to Mauve over here. And then let's load this and then run it. Okay, now let's... What was it? Mauve or Move?
I think it's Mauve.
Or no, Mauve. Yeah, that's what you said. Mauve.
Those were the days when we used to see people face to face. I
Yeah.
miss that.
Yeah, now all we get is online, just like this.
There was this video game that came out, I think it was back in November, called Death Stranding.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it had some popularity to it. It came out for the PS4, and I think it came out recently for the PC.
Oh man, look at that.
Wow.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't feel so bad.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So this game came out, and basically the premise was society basically collapsed because there's some, I don't know, otherworldly demons that are wreaking havoc, and people got society got fractured, and everyone, they got kind of split up, and so your job is to reunite the United Cities of America by delivering packages.
Like the Postman. This is Postman, the video game.
It's really more like you're like a courier, like you're delivering parcels and not envelopes.
Futurama, the video game.
In a sense, but yeah. So everyone lives in like these isolated like huts or something, but like futuristic huts. And so there's not too much like contact. It seems like there's not too much contact with the outside world. Mind you, this game came out in like early November, so it was almost prophetic.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of that.
But this happened before, I wonder how pop culture is going to change nowadays. Like now I'm thinking about it. Does your raindrop game even make sense? Because all these lights are on. They really should all be off because the city's deserted. Because people are fleeing the cities.
It'll just take place in an alternate reality where
this didn't happen.
This didn't happen.
Yeah.
I also have a screenplay I'm working on, and I'm gonna have to change it so that now it takes place in an alternate reality where this didn't happen.
That should be a pretty easy.
In a world where the pandemic didn't occur.
Yes. That would be something. I wonder how like what's gonna happen. Like, say for instance they do get the vaccine. Like, how do we go back to normal?
I don't know. I don't want to get sick again. Like even the common cold. I don't even like getting the common cold.
Me either. It's awful.
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
Terrible. Just ruins your whole week.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do that. I refuse.
Yeah. Imagine if like I think what this has taught me was that if you can somehow by some miracle get humanity to be on the same page, yeah, you can get rid of the common cold.
I don't know. It's just so. I mean, it's so prevalent,
It's so hard to get humanity on the same page, though. I think that's the issue.
Well, I mean, think about it. The Wikipedia page for the common cold says the common cold has been with us since antiquity. Like, what does that even mean? Does that mean that for thousands of years, people have been just transmitting the common cold around and around and around? I mean, I know there's like lots of viruses, so a lot of viruses like cause it, but like,
yeah,
at some point, that means that somebody somewhere has been sick. That's the first issue. The second issue is the immune system is so weird. Uh, Allergies could have been really bad this season just because people haven't been fighting off the common cold. So we could have had like a really bad allergy season because, and supposedly like the body will like find stuff to fight or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know. I've read some crazy things. Although I should be like talking about programming and not health because this is live streaming. It's being recorded. I'm not a health expert.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah. I don't affect policy or change for anything.
Same. I'm barely even a computer Actually, am I even a computer expert?
No, I don't believe we either of us are.
Probably not. We're definitely not Pico experts.
Yeah. Well, this is literally my first game. Not only is it my first game in Pico, but it's my first game ever.
What about what was that game that we made? Well, we didn't really finish it.
Yeah.
It's like the Dungeon of Punishing Punishment.
Yeah, the Dungeon of Punishing Punishment.
That was a classic. That was a gem. Yeah, I never had a original game that I came up with.
Yeah, this is like the first game idea that I had also.
This might be an interesting game to make on the iPhone.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would work. I guess you would just drag around the little
you would have,
droplet.
Yeah, the droplet would be whatever. So the droplet would probably stay, maybe not fixed on your phone, but it would be like the X coordinate, like whatever the X coordinate your finger was on, would be where the X coordinate the droplet is on. And then if you moved your finger to like left, the droplet would change the X coordinate to left. But I guess it would always stay towards, the, like wherever you are. Like, but then I guess you could swipe down to add speed to it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It might be interesting to port this to iPhone.
Yeah. So we're I got a question from the viewer. What program are you using to converse? And then I was saying that we're using Google Hangouts.
Yes, we are using Google Hangouts. How many viewers are we up to now?
We're still at one. We're still at one viewer.
Oh.
Okay, but good night. Thanks for watching. But our one viewer is going to sleep.
Oh. Well, it is. I mean, I guess depending on where you're watching this, it could be anywhere from 10:41 a.m. to 10:41 p.m.
That's a very good point. It could be any time in the day because we're on a 24-hour planet.
Yeah, actually, it can't be any time in the day because.
Really?
Right, because it can't be like right now it's 10:41, so it can't be 10:42 anywhere. Right, because there's
you're
no
right.
way that's
You're right. It can only be 41 minutes.
Zone.
Yeah, you're right. It can only be 41 minutes, except for those places that have like half past the hour. But yeah, you're right. It can only be 41 minutes past the hour.
Yeah, I mean it could be some other time, but it definitely can't be 1 minute ahead of us. For those of you not aware, we're on the Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
We don't have any viewers left?
No, but we are recording it. We are recording the session.
Right.
Eventually, we could put the sessions on YouTube.
Interesting.
I'll try this. I'm not sure about this this edge of the wall. I'm not sure about that, how that one's gonna work. And then I gotta turn some of these lights off. So let's see, I got that one.
I feel like there's too many lights off next to each other.
Okay.
Like there should be. I would put the one underneath that one you just put on and change that one to off. But that's just me. Yeah, something like that looks good.
All right, so now we're going to save this because there was a ton of work that was done, and then we'll try running it. Yeah, it can only be like either half past the hour or full past the hour at 44 minutes past the hour, according to, yeah, wherever you are on the planet. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, like time zones are really, I guess, just a human construct.
That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that.
What?
That,
yeah. This does look good.
All right. So we got a little like depth. Yeah, a little bit of depth over here. Okay, so.
And you have a nice parallax effect.
All right. So I need one more dot somewhere. I'm missing a dot somewhere. I'm gonna take another screenshot over here. Okay, let me paste it over here so I can take a look at the screenshot. Okay. All right, where am I missing a right? Okay, so it looks like I'm stopping here, but then I'm starting somewhere else. This is weird. Okay, I'm stopping there, but then I'm not starting at like the edge over here of where I think I'm starting. Am I even getting to that point? No, I'm not even getting to that point. So I'm not even stretching out that far. I probably have the wrong number of spaces. All right, so this is 89, 90, 89, or 90, 91, 92, 93. I gotta get to 93 over here. 89. All right, so I'm 5 across and 1, 2, and it's going 4 down. Background height. 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I probably need to be 6 across then. I think that's where the problem is. Ah, check this out. Nope. It's taking longer than the actual shortcut savings would have saved me. Oh no. Pause restriction. No, I don't want to write to it. I could just quit that. Okay. Go over here, save this, and then load it back over here. Sweet. Okay. Okay, well there you go. That time it saved time. Alright, now let me load and then run. Okay. So that's pretty much it. It's like a lot of art, a lot of like drawing, a little bit of coding, and then you try it out.
Yeah.
Although I should probably increase my size and change my background, or change my negative height to be a little bit different. Yeah, so this is the first. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna ask how you figure out like where the certain things should show up.
I think the droplets show up randomly.
And what about like the clouds in the cities?
Clouds show up randomly. The cities show up at a predefined like distance from the starting point, which is like the sky, like all the way up in the upper atmosphere.
Right.
Okay. Am I not drawing it? Or maybe I'm not advancing enough distance in between drawing one and then the next. That's probably it. So the 6 is probably getting jumped over, let's say. So I need, so this is like 89, 36, 72, 108. This probably has to be more. Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, so it's 0 to 36. So each of one of these is 8 pixels wide. Yeah, each one of those is 8 pixels wide. So I have to go.
What is that called? Like an atlas map or something?
I don't even know. All right, 6 times 8 is 48. So I gotta go. I gotta start
map?
at 48 and then. Yeah.
Sprite map.
Yeah, 48, and then 48 plus 48 is 96.
48. Yeah. Did you know that the original Mario in Super Mario Bros. Is on the NES was made out of 4 different sprites?
4?
Yeah. One for each quadrant was its own sprite.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So each quadrant of Mario was its own sprite.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because that way you save. You don't have to draw him 5 times. You could like save one of the times. Wait, you mean in the original Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah, in the NES.
Was that in his small mode or his big mode? Or maybe they are one and the same because his head is the same size?
That I forget, but...
Alright, what's 90? I need 96 plus 48 again. 96 plus 48. I don't know what that is. 144.
Why do you use Python for
just a calculator?
Calculator.
It's quick, it's easy, it's got a read line. It's got a read line thing where you could like jump to the beginning or the end of the line. And Python 3 treats numbers as you would expect with decimals. So if I divide 3 by 2, I get 1.5, which I expect. Python 1 I think would just give you like 1 or something like that. So I was using Haskell as my calculator.
I feel like depending on what programming language you use to, it would probably chop off the integer.
Nope,
the
not that one.
decimal. Wait, can you just use node then? Because everything numbers get treated like
Haskell
that.
compiler. GHC. Yeah, that's it. I don't have GHC on here.
Is this this is Linux?
Yeah. All right. I think this is what I want.
Yeah. That doesn't look like what you want.
Yeah, but is it close to what I want though?
Why is it blue in the background like that?
Oh, that's the entire background. The entire background is blue. So if you have a break somewhere, that's what you'll get.
But it doesn't look seamless. Like the buildings look like they're just chopped off.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so it's going... Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, so there's a set amount of pixels wide that I have to go with. So the jump was too far. So I am going from the... so this is correct. But I do need to count how many this is. Alright, one... How many pixels are here? I just had this like counter. Oh, maybe I could use that other tool that I was using before. This thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I could count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 8 pixels off. So this has to be shifted 8 pixels back. Which is over here, 8 pixels back, which is minus 8. So this one becomes 40. This one becomes, what is this, 88? Right, 96 minus 8, 88. I think so. 144 minus 8 is 138. I don't know if that one matters because it's going to be drawn past like the distance. So I think that's correct. Oh yeah, and then this one wanted to start lower. So what is this, background height? Alright, BG height, draw skyline, 64. Oh wait. BG height equals 64. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, it's almost there. So I got this one cutoff of a building over there, and then I got a blank space over there. So how does that work? This 88 thing is probably not correct.
Why don't you put a line in the end of that building?
Let's see how this works. Okay. All right, so I could do that. I could also do something like this, maybe. There you go. Almost good. It looks like I need like one pixel to be chopped off of one of the ends, though. Like right over there. Alright, that looks almost good. And then I think I have one more pixel that I need. Somewhere it's happening. I'm not sure where. Oh, right there. That one right there. Yeah, no. I don't want to load. Definitely not. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, I wanted to show you this thing for this title screen. See how it's like.
That looks pretty cool, yeah.
And then the rain droplets like fall to the ground.
Yeah. This seems like it would be a good, you could make the, like, I feel like if you made this into an iPhone game, it could be a good, you know, could be a good, fun game to play. Almost like that game Fall Down.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
gonna...
I don't know how you would do it, but maybe you could, like, add some microtransactions somehow.
Yeah, definitely gotta, you know.
Maybe some ads or something, yeah.
Yeah, definitely gotta go the monetization route.
Yeah.
Alright, and
That's the world we live in.
Mm-hmm. Is it any more, though?
Good question.
Are people going to be more apt to pay for their media and content that they consume now?
I mean, I don't know. I wonder if maybe people are now spending less money elsewhere.
What if this whole thing was Mauve also?
Mauve?
Mauve, yeah.
Like the... What do you mean this whole thing?
What if this whole bottom over here... Oh, you can't see what I'm pointing to. What if this whole bottom was mauve also? Because I'm looking at some of these...
Well, when you'd want it to be darker, right?
Like this one right here. See how that is... You know?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's supposed to indicate like a river or something.
I see. Hmm. All right. Well, what kind of colors do we have to work with?
You could do the same color as the sky.
Yeah, we could try it out. All right. What number is this one? No. Save. Exit out of here. Do this the right way. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. Load that. Well, that looks good now only because it's the sky is black over here. That's what we're looking at. But eventually it's going to go to dark blue because if I didn't mess with this thing, which I'll take out right now, you'd see how it actually looks. Okay, here we go. So then there's like the rest of the sky approaching. And then there it is. So it doesn't like look like different from the background, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we would need a different color background. So
Yeah.
it's gotta be different somehow.
I like the black on top and then the mauve or the blue or whatever on the bottom.
Yeah. I don't know if we have what color is this cloud? I think it's this color. I mean, there's one way to find out. Yeah, it's that color. So, yeah. So now what do we do? So the palette swap, the way the palette swap works is it works across the entire screen. So it's not like you get access to a whole bunch of new colors. I think. You can change, it can be changed between frames. Well, there's a frame, I do have like which one it is, right? Cloud token. Okay. Yeah, I believe cloud token gets called on every update. So if let's see. If cloud token mod 2 equals 0, then oh wait. Let's see, let me do that. There we go. Alright, if cloud token mod 2 equals 0, then palette swap 0 with this is probably going to like be seizure inducing, but I just want to try it out. Darkest gray.
Yeah. Just make sure you put that warning on the front title screen.
129. Oh yeah, the front title screen may induce seizures. 129,1. No, this is just test out for right now. I think anybody listening right now or watching the video in the future, if you have actually, then why would you be like not you probably don't want to be on Twitch if because there's lots of seizure inducing video games that people could potentially be broadcasting.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah. Twitch apparently is used for a lot of different things.
Okay, well, stop watching right now, or fast forward or something like that, if you're worried. Oh, I see. Okay, so I switched, but I didn't switch back. So if it's mod 2, then equals 0 else. Then palette swap 0 with 0. Or unless we have to like reverse it and say like 129. There we go. So I guess this is used for lightning. Well, we figured out how to do lightning.
That's good, yeah.
It still doesn't matter because now we're swapping it. Okay, so that's not going to work.
No, I think you might have to stay tuned for the next episode because I think I need to
Okay, take it easy. Yeah, me too.
get going.
Yep, me too. All right, take
right.
it easy.
See ya.
Talk to you next time. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. I think I'm probably gonna go to sleep too. Gotta think more about this. What to do about this bottom of the this in the future. All right. Bye. Good night.